Smith, and I'm the Vice President of Corporate Communications for Republic National Distributing Company, and I have the honor of introducing you to today's host, Don Waltz. He's the RNDC Executive Vice President for the Kentucky market. Don is a 30-year spirits and wine industry veteran who joined RNDC in October 2006 when Republic Beverage Company of Kentucky acquired Horizon Wine and Spirits, where he served as general manager. He's been in wholesale management in Kentucky since 1990 and is a proud MBA graduate of the University of Louisville. Don is a native Kentuckian, proud to live in the Commonwealth of Kentucky along with his wife and 3 children. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming today's host, Don Waltz.
So we at RNDC Kentucky, we're so excited to be doing this groundbreaking today on our new state-of-the-art distribution center. It wouldn't be possible without C Studios, our architect who has great vision on this new design, and for Catamount Constructors, our general contractor who has the expertise on this project. Lastly, I want to thank Greg Lip from RNDC. He is our Vice President of Facilities and Engineering, and he has been doing all the background work, so I don't have to worry about it. So, our new building is going to be over 326,000 square feet. And we plan on being in the new building in August of 2022. We're currently adding over 30 sales and operations positions to keep up with the increased business that we have going on in Kentucky. It's pretty amazing. We've come a long way since our family-owned business first started service in Kentucky in 1944 under the Vertner Smith Company. I'm sure Vertner and Farrell probably never imagined that the company that their family started would outgrow the state-of-the-art facility we built in 1999. I remember when we first moved in the building in 2006, we were thinking about, how you manage the capacity, and there was tons of room there. We talked about the new suppliers we could pick up and the opportunity, and now we're busting at the seams. We're actually in 3 warehouses right now trying to get by. And that's all because of our associates' hard work and commitment to excellence here in the state of Kentucky. Last year, we did volume over 3 million cases of wine and spirits in the state. That's up over 1 million cases in the last 10 years. We also doubled our revenue in 7 years. So it's pretty amazing what we've accomplished. We are proud to be part of the 3-tier system that delivers the widest variety of beverage alcohol anywhere in the world in a manner that is safe and well regulated. RNDC markets and distributes over 9,000 unique wine and spirit products to our bars, our restaurants, our hotels, and liquor package stores in every corner of the Commonwealth. We currently distribute over 50% of the wine sold in Kentucky. The company is also a contributor to Kentucky's thriving bourbon business. We distribute nearly half of the bourbon sold in Kentucky as well. We work closely with many of our new craft distilleries that opened up in Kentucky over the last 10 years. It's been a lot of fun working with them as we work with them on their route to market and local marketing, and it's been really exciting to see them get up and running and be very successful. We're proud to be part of the growth of Kentucky's native spirit, bourbon. The Bourbon Trail is adding the much-needed tourism to Kentucky that we need, and Louisville, we feel, is the gateway to that experience. RNDC is part of the state's logistic and distribution industry, which employs over 80,000 people and with over 600 facilities statewide. The company also contributes to the spirit industry that employs over 5,100 people in 70 facilities. To bring it a little closer to beverage alcohol business wholesalers like RNDC, we have significant economic impact in Kentucky and provide good paying jobs. Last year, we sold over $1.4 billion worth of products while employing nearly 2,500 hardworking Kentuckians across the network with an average wage of $80,000. Kentucky wholesalers are good for the Commonwealth. Kentucky wholesalers are good for the Commonwealth's bottom line. Last fiscal year, Kentucky wholesalers collected over $175 million in state excise revenue, in addition to paying various business and payroll taxes. RNDC is proud to be reinvested in Louisville and the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Thank you for being here today. And now I'd like to introduce Mayor Greg Fischer. Mayor Fischer has been a proponent of the industry in Kentucky for a long time. Kentucky bourbon, along with local food and hospitality, have been the economic boom for Louisville and the entire Commonwealth of Kentucky. I believe Mayor Fischer was the one that coined bourbonism. So it is a major reason for Louisville's tourism boom in recent years and one of the region's many cultural assets. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our mayor, Greg Fischer.
Thank you, Don, and good morning, everybody. You know, I'm a business guy that just happens to be mayor, and in my business career, events like these were just some of the happiest, most proud days that I had because, you know, you got a new building going up, but it's a lot more than just bricks and mortar. I mean, this is a symbol of you all as a company just doing lots of things right day after day, week after week, year after year that goes into an announcement like this. So I know you all are busy, you're doubling your sales all the time, but I hope you take the opportunity to kind of step back, take a deep breath and say, we've done pretty good. And new buildings like this and days like this really say that. So congratulations. I see a lot of y'all in the community and you always express pride for the company that you work for. And I'm just really delighted to see this sign of success here today. As Don said, Louisville is the place to be if you're in the food and beverage business. We've got more than 125 food and beverage companies located in the Louisville area. Everything from startups to distributors and everything in between. So it's a really happy day to celebrate your all's growth here today because you play a really essential role in this ecosystem that we talked about and that Don referred to as bourbonism. When I was running for mayor some 10 or 11 years ago, I said, why don't we promote bourbon more in Louisville and in Kentucky? And they said, well, you know, we don't want to be seen as a place where people come and they drink too much. I said, well, you know, bourbon is kind of a high-end experience. That's really not much of a problem for us. And just like people were out going to Napa Valley for wine, they wanted to come here for bourbon and bourbon experiences. And of course, when you put bourbon with our great local food and Kentucky Proud here, and restaurant scene that we have that I think is as good as anywhere in the country, that's bourbonism. So bourbon tourism has really taken off in our community in a really strong way. We've had, over these past couple of years, more than 24 hotels and 10 new distilleries introduced into our city. So it's over $1 billion worth of investment there, which is great. But to me, it's kind of the vibe that it gives a city. Any great city that you go to is going to have a hospitality vibe to it, and a good restaurant scene, a good art scene, a good music scene, and bourbonism is really our platform for doing that. It's really helping with the growth of our convention business as well. So as the demand for bourbon continues, that's going to be good for you all, distributing over half of the bourbon in the Commonwealth. I didn't know that fact here before the day. So and there's more and more people getting into the bourbon industry with different concepts along the way. So thank you all for the critical role that you play in this. I appreciate the good high-paying jobs that you all have as well. 30 new sales and operations support positions, ability to add to your team. And you know, when you add any one person to your team, that's a really serious addition, right? What are they going to bring? And how do they make everybody else better? And really nothing more important than the people that you put on your team. So thank you for expanding your team, and thank you for continuing to invest in Louisville, and congratulations to the entire RNDC team here for just a job well done. We're really grateful to have you here in our city. God bless y'all.
Now it's my honor to introduce the governor. Governor Fischer prioritizes good-paying jobs in every corner of the Commonwealth. He supports our industry in many ways. This week, Governor Fischer joined some leaders in Somerset for an official groundbreaking on a friend of ours project. It's a $200 million tourist development project with Horse Soldier Bourbon. Under Governor Fischer's leadership, Team Kentucky has attracted over 400 new economic development projects, creating more than 20,000 full-time jobs. The private sector has announced more than $11.4 billion investment since December of 2019 when Governor Fischer took office. It's good to see the economic boom that is occurring in Kentucky. Please help me welcome Governor Andy Fischer to the podium.
Well, thank you and good morning. Congratulations on this incredible day for this great company. And how good does it feel to be able to do this in person? I want to thank each of you for the role you've played through these tough 19 months of living for one another, of sacrificing for one another, of being willing to put so many things that we like to do day in and day out on the back burner, knowing that your neighbor, someone you'd never met, maybe someone across the state was depending on you to do the right thing day in and day out. COVID remains a challenge for us even as we are here today, but we must not forget that we have the power to win this war. So please, if you haven't yet, get vaccinated, do the right things, let's close out this dark chapter, and then let's race into our future. You know, I'm excited about it, yeah. When you run for governor, or you even take that oath, and man, that seems like a long time ago, even though it was just a little over 2 years ago, you don't necessarily expect to serve during one historic time, yet we are all living through two. One has been dark and difficult, the COVID-19 pandemic, but the other is bright and exciting and optimistic. And it's that economic boom that we are seeing that this is more evidence of here today. Right now, I'm seeing more opportunity for prosperity across this state in every single portion than we ever thought was possible in our lifetimes. Those impediments that we thought might have held us back are no longer there, and Kentucky no longer has a ceiling. This is an incredible time where we together can create the type of state and the economy in this state that means none of our children or grandchildren ever leave Kentucky because they think that they don't have every opportunity right here in their state or their region. Today's groundbreaking is proof of the momentum we see when we say our time is here and our future is now. This company has recognized that here today. Republic National Distributing Company is a national distributor and broker of premium wine and spirits, also known as a wholesaler. These folks play a core role in Kentucky's iconic bourbon and spirits industry. Like many of our distilleries, RNDC is a family-owned business. That's something to be really proud of. The owners traced the company back to 1944, when the Verner Smith Company began to distribute spirits and wine in our great Commonwealth. Now, RNDC is taking its commitment to Kentucky and Louisville to the next level with the purchase of this land, with this expansion, and with the creation of 30 good new jobs. So I'm honored, and as you can tell, I'm pretty excited to be here to celebrate RNDC's owners and local leaders as they break ground on a 326,905, that's really precise, square foot building. I want to know what you're doing with the extra 5 square feet. Gonna be a little more bourbon, right? This is a $50 million investment that will create more than 38,000 square feet of office space and more than 280,000 square feet of warehouse space, giving this company, you know what? I thought it was going to be ample room to grow, but let me say, keep expanding. Keep adding jobs. Keep contributing to this Commonwealth. Y'all do a great job. And the facility is going to add a lot of enhancements. You know, as technology improves and grows, you are also improving your operation, ensuring that you're going to be competitive and here for a long time. And as part of Team Kentucky, we're proud of the work you're doing there. You're going to add an upgraded conveyor system, a dedicated line to feed a palletizing machine, and the very latest in environmentally friendly designs, including highly efficient LED lighting. This company is a significant contributor to Kentucky's thriving bourbon and spirits industry, representing established brands including Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, Michter's, Old Forester, and Woodford Reserve, as well as craft brands Bardstown Bourbon, Castle and Key, New Riff, and Peerless. And I can personally attest that these are all great brands. Let's talk for a moment about how huge, not big, but how huge bourbon truly is. It is an $8.6 billion signature industry right here in Kentucky. And my dad used to always say 95% of the world's bourbon's made in Kentucky, and the other 5% is counterfeit. It provides more than 20,000 jobs for Kentuckians with an annual payroll topping $1 billion. Right now, there's more than 9.1 million barrels aging in the Commonwealth. That means there's more than 2 barrels for every single living Kentuckian. And bourbon's only one part of the wider spirits industry served by this great company. Today, roughly 70 spirits facilities employ more than 5,100 people in this Commonwealth. Those are 5,100 families that can put food on the table, that can look for a better life for their kids and for their kids' kids. You know, we love talking about all these investments. The reason is that every single one helps another family and another family. They help us as a people move forward. Since the start of 2020, our spirits industry has seen more than 30 new location or expansion announcements with over $550 million of planned investment and a new 500 announced full-time jobs. Often unsung for their key role, wholesalers like RNDC ensure that distilled spirits and wines are marketed in both a safe and an efficient manner. In fact, RNDC alone markets and distributes over 9,000 unique wine and spirits products to bars, restaurants, hotels, liquor package stores in every corner of the Commonwealth. Wholesalers play a significant role in the economic impact of the state, which I appreciate you pointing out some of those numbers. Last year, Kentucky's wholesalers sold $1.4 billion of products while employing nearly 2,500 hardworking Kentuckians. Even more impressive, the average industry wage is nearly $80,000 a year. And that's how we ensure our people aren't just surviving, that they are thriving. You're not just creating jobs, you're creating really good jobs, brighter futures that make generational change for each and every one of those families. Add it all up, and wholesalers like RNDC are a key Team Kentucky player, and they help us drive incredible economic momentum that we are seeing right now. And what a month it has been in Kentucky. Just a little over 3 weeks ago, we announced the single largest economic development project in the history of the Commonwealth. It's nearly $6 billion, 5,000 new jobs. But I actually want to step back and talk about what that day and what this day means about us as Kentuckians. You know, that project isn't being done by some startup company. It's a company we all know well called Ford Motor Company. Ford Motor Company is about as American as America. It's the largest employers of Americans. It's number 9 on the Fortune 500 list. And when Bill Ford Jr., Henry Ford's great-grandson, was sitting in my office, which was pretty neat in and of itself, he said, "Andy, this is the biggest step in the automotive industry since the Model T." That sent chills up my spine because we rolled Model Ts off lines right here in Louisville. So when Ford Motor Company is betting their future with the single largest investment they've ever made, they're betting the company. Who did they choose to bet it with? They chose to bet it with and on the people of the Commonwealth of Kentucky. I hope that makes you really proud. But what they saw is what this company already knew and could have told them. That Kentucky is a solid bet. That you can build and grow your company here, and that we do not let you down. This is a place where we work with our private sector employees to create success. Success for them and success for our Kentucky families. Folks, our economy is on fire. We have never seen more opportunity than we do right now. That makes this our second historic moment in just a couple of years. But I'd end by saying if we are going through, and we are, a historic moment, we got to do it right. We got to make sure that no one is left out. We got to make sure that this prosperity reaches every part of Kentucky, and opening a $200 million facility with some of your friends in Somerset is a testament to that. But we also got to make sure it reaches every single neighborhood, and every neighborhood right here in Louisville, where too often some have been left out. This is our chance to get an amazing historic moment right and to do it together. And to make sure folks like Ford and RNDC keep seeing Kentucky as a beacon, not as a flyover state ever again, but as a destination and a place where we can all be hugely successful. I'm excited to be here with you today and in Louisville. I'm proud to be a governor that says he is from Louisville. This is a great city. This is a great time for our Commonwealth. This is a great step for this company. Thank you all very much.
But I would like to thank everybody for joining us celebrating our newest investment. We look forward to helping continue to grow our local bourbon economy engine for a long time.
2, 1.